Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I want to speak to my God ordained spouses, and I want you to avoid doing this thing with your God ordained future spouse. So here's the thing. If God has revealed to you who your God ordained spouse is, and if this particular individual, if they're behaving and acting as if they don't know that you are their God ordained wife, I want you to avoid allowing them to talk to you about other women that they are interested in. I want you to avoid listening to them talk bad about other women from their past they may have been in relationships with. And here's why. Because even though your God ordained future husband doesn't know who you are to him, you know who you are to him. And even though he doesn't know who you are to him, God know who you are to him. And again, even though he don't know who you are to him, the enemy know who you are to him. And so for this reason, I want you to avoid allowing him to tell you about his interest in other women. Because as you sit there, being his friend, lending a listening ear, listening to him tell you how he's interested in this woman and that woman, or maybe he's involved in a relationship, but yet he's talking to you about that relationship. The more you listen to it, the more it is damaging your self-esteem, right? You may not feel it in the moment, but when you hang up and in your quiet time, this is where you start comparing yourself. This is where you start questioning God. God, I can't believe you got me standing for this, right? Why doesn't he recognize me as his wife? Why, I'm not good enough? Why, he's interested in the counterfeit and not in his God ordained wife, right? See, the enemy is after your heart. The enemy know who you are before your God ordained spouse know who you are to him. So avoid allowing him to talk to you about other women because it damages your self-esteem. It also creates separation between you and your God ordained husband because now it's changing the way how you see him. Resentment sets in. You start, feeling disgusted just from the amount of women he's with. You see the pride, the arrogance showing up in him. You just start seeing all these things in him, and it separates you right from your God ordained spouse. It causes your heart to become hardened towards the one who God has for you, and this is the enemy's goal. Okay, the Bible say what God has joined together, let no man separate. Don't even allow your God ordained future husband to separate this God ordained joining together. Okay, I know he want to talk to you and tell you all about his um, women or exes in the past, but no, I need you to build boundaries in this God ordained love story. When he's up, when the two of you are over the phone talking, and he starts talking about other women, that is your clue. That is your clue to bring the conversation to an end. Do not sit there and listen to him tell you about other women. No, make it crystal clear in your action. I'm busy. I'm not the one that's going to sit here and listen to this conversation. Okay. You are the God ordained spouse. Okay. So it's nothing wrong with being his friend, but as his friend, you have to draw the line, okay? Because you don't want to give the enemy no room to come in and attack your self esteem. You don't want to give the enemy any room to come in and cause you to feel less than or even feel like you have to compete with a counterfeit. No, you have to protect your heart. That is your responsibility as the God ordained spouse to protect your heart and build boundaries in this God ordained love story. So, um just make it crystal clear to him in your actions that you're not available for that conversation, and he will catch the hint. Over time, he would catch the hint. He would start thinking to himself, man, every time I start talking about another woman, she ends the call with me. She get off the phone with me. Yes, because you are the God ordained spouse, right? You don't want to hear that. Okay? Don't allow anything to come in to change your view of your future God ordained spouse. Okay? So I wanted to share that with you because in the end, God, He wants us to see our spouses the way how God sees them. And as long as we're listening to this, as long as we're listening to our spouses tell us about the counterfeits, it's painting the wrong pictures in our eyes. Okay? So um, don't allow the enemy any room to attack your heart. Build boundaries in this God ordained love story. If you don't know how to build boundaries in this God ordained love story, head over to godordainedmarriages.com and book a one on one session with myself so that I can help support you in building boundaries in your God ordained love story. That is it. I am Tequila Coleman. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a positive comment. I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.